Porto is a city of contrast, filled with tiled walls that whisper ancient stories, balconies draped in laundry like urban flags, and rooftops that glow amber under a moody Atlantic sky. Come with me as I take you through the streets of this beautiful city the way I experience them, quietly, on foot, and with eyes wide open. I'll reveal some fascinating stories behind its unique architecture, mysterious abandoned buildings, and unexpected pop culture significances. Welcome to Porto, Portugal's hidden historical gem. The first thing that catches your eye in Porto is the architecture. The Romans were here in the 4th century, and remnants of their presence can still be found. But it's medieval, Baroque, neoclassical, and modernist elements that create Porto's distinctive visual identity. These ornate balconies aren't just beautiful, they tell a story. During Porto's economic boom from the port wine trade, elaborate wrought iron balconies became status symbols. Notice how many balconies have granite frames around the windows and doors? That's not just for show. Porto gets a lot of rain, and granite perfectly protects the structure from moisture. Practical design that's lasted centuries. When exploring a new city, finding those perfect food spots is essential. Jaco absolutely delivered with what might be the best French toast I've ever had. Cardamom, lemon, and rose caramel. And for those savory lovers, their Turkish eggs with yogurt, dill, and brown butter are incredible. I would definitely add this to your Porto must-eat list. After lunch, we decided to make our way to one of Porto's best viewpoints. And now for the view that everyone comes to Porto for. These terracotta orange rooftops create such a distinctive skyline. The color comes from local clay that trace back to Roman Iberia and later mandated in medieval construction to reduce fire risk in dense hillside towns. The darker the orange, the older the roof. You'll find similar orange rooftops in cities across Italy, such as Florence. Laundry hanging from windows isn't just practical, it's a tradition dating back generations. In Porto's narrow streets where space is limited, hanging laundry became an urban art form of sorts. What strikes me most wandering these streets is how authentic Porto feels. This isn't a city designed for tourists. It's a place where real people live real lives. The mix of working-class neighborhoods alongside more upscale areas gives you a genuine sense of Porto's character. You can't visit Portugal without trying their famous custard tarts, pasteis de nata. While they originated in Lisbon, Porto has definitely perfected them too. At Castro, they're making them fresh. The perfect tart has a crisp, flaky shell with a creamy custard center and just the right caramelization on top. And these are absolutely incredible. Another spot to add to your food list. As we made our way across the city, the weather turned a bit gray, but gave Porto this moody, atmospheric quality that suits the city perfectly. From up here, you get another spectacular view of those iconic orange rooftops stretching across the city. This iconic bridge was designed by a student of the architect behind the Eiffel Tower. When completed in 1886, it was the longest iron arch bridge in the world. We're ending our first day with wine and tapas at Uva by Calum. Small plates, Douro wines, not a bad way to end 25,000 steps. The next morning, I went on a solo walk to get some coffee. The city is almost silent before 9 a.m. Alleys once crowded with tourists now feel like private corridors. There's a gentleness to Porto at this hour. Our first stop today is the famous Livraria Lello bookstore. Pro tip, definitely book your tickets online to avoid the massive lines. The bookstore is absolutely stunning, but I need to be honest, it was incredibly crowded, making it hard to fully appreciate. The famous red staircase is gorgeous but narrow and packed with people trying to take pictures. So why is everyone here? And what is the hype around this bookstore? Well, it's said that when J.K. Rowling lived in Porto teaching English in the early 1990s, this bookstore reportedly helped inspire aspects of Hogwarts. Looking at this neo-Gothic interior with its winding staircase, you can definitely see that connection. After a quick look around the bookstore and attempting to take a few pictures, we went on a long walk with the aim of heading towards a Mura rooftop bar. We're actually working for our lunch right now by going uphill. In the rain. But with rain in the forecast, they closed early. And so this led us to an unexpected discovery, Incontro Bistro. And this restaurant is family run with incredible pasta, friendly service, and charming views of Porto's alleyways. So we filled up on some carbs and decided the best way to walk off the food was doing a walking tour across Porto. One thing about Mom and I is we love a walking city tour. It's our favorite way to understand a new city by seeing major sites and learning their actual significance. And this time, we figured the best way to burn off a carby lunch was to walk through Porto, guided by a local, and see the sights we may have missed. And here's something you might not expect. One of the world's most elegant McDonald's. This building was originally the Imperial Cafe, designed in the 1930s in Art Deco style. The gorgeous stained glass windows and chandeliers are all original. Now for what might be Porto's most spectacular gem. From the outside, São Bento Station looks like any other beautiful Beaux Arts building. But when you step inside, you're met by these stunning blue and white tiles. There are over 20,000 of them, all created by artist Jorge Colasso over 11 years from 1905 and 1916. What makes these tiles special isn't their beauty, it's the stories they tell. These panels depict pivotal moments in Portuguese history, depictions of Portugal's royal families, rural life in northern Portugal, and the evolution of transportation in the country. In these tiles, you'll see Henry the Navigator's conquest of Ceuta in Morocco, the beginning of Portugal's Age of Discovery. Thousands of commuters pass through this artwork every day. From the station, trains depart to other cities across Portugal, as well as local trains around Porto. It's our final day in Porto, and there's one mystery I've been dying to solve. Why are there so many empty and abandoned buildings, even in central areas? After asking locals and doing some research, I discovered several fascinating reasons. After World War II, Portugal passed a law freezing rents at 1940s levels. While it was great for tenants, building owners couldn't charge enough to maintain their properties. Though the law changed in 2012, decades of neglect had taken their toll. Even more interesting is Portugal's inheritance law. When someone passes away, their property gets divided equally among all children. Over generations, this has created situations where single buildings have dozens of owners, making renovation decisions nearly impossible. One local told me about a building with over 30 different owners. Our final morning includes a quick coffee at a cute but tiny cafe, a walk across the famous Dom Louis Bridge, to a gorgeous monastery from the 16th century. one last delicious brunch at CA downtown, with quite possibly the best freshly squeezed orange juice I've ever had. Three full days and 2 nights felt like the perfect amount of time for Porto. It's a compact, walkable city, though be prepared for some serious hills. For its rich history, stunning architecture, delicious food, and relaxed pace, I'd give Porto a solid 8 out of 10.